All right, so that was basically talking to the contractor who's working on the house that we're here videoing, and there's been numerous delays since the start of the project. So one thing we noticed is we came on site today expecting for work to be continuing. He claimed it was raining so that he couldn't send his guys up here, but they obviously didn't check the weather for this city, because if we look at the sky, it's beautiful here. It hasn't rained all day. So that was a little bit of a disappointment. That put us back another day. We're already 2 weeks behind schedule. Because he took so long, the flooring that we had picked out at the beginning of the project is no longer available. So he was telling me there's a 3-week delay. But he has a solution, so I'm gonna actually take a look at that right now. I just got his texts. So as long as it looks pretty similar, we're going to pretty much just run with it. Let's take a step into the garage here so we can see the colors. This is what happens when you deal with contractors. Sometimes things don't go according to plan. Let's take a look. I don't know if the camera can see that here, but the two look pretty close. The one here on the right is the...
Oh, there we go.
There we go, better?
Yeah, we can see.
So the one here on the right, this image is the one we had originally picked out. This is the new replacement version. So it's a little darker, slightly different texture, but I'm actually okay with that because we ended up having a similar problem with the tile in the restroom, in the master bathroom. We couldn't get a tile that matched that flooring, and it tended to be a little bit on the darker side, with more of a straight edged pattern as opposed to the rounded, knotty wood look. So the new tile will actually match the master bathroom better, so I am okay with that. So I'm going to tell him, looks great, let's do it. And that way we don't get caught up with extra delays for something silly as the flooring color. Really not that important, it's going to be a rental anyways. We went with a 5mm vinyl with a wood texture. So when most people look at it, once it has the rubber padding underneath, it's going to look and feel like laminate. The laminate price that we got for a quote here was around $4 to $5 per square foot. We'll follow up with some pictures later and we'll be good to go.
Okay.
All right, man, appreciate it.
Because I don't have it at all yet.
Okay, yep, I'll resend that right now.
Okay.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks. All right, so again, so even though I have emailed it to him, I texted it to him, he's still saying he doesn't have it. So I'm going to go ahead and resend that again so that we can make sure we're all on the same page. There we go. So I have now sent him 2 more photos explaining what we're talking about. And then what will happen is, to stay on budget, he's worried about the budget because there's already been some things that went over that basically we told him, hey, this is how it was bid, this is what we talked about, this is what's in the contract, you need to honor your word. So even though it ended up costing him a little more, because we had it all in the contract in the beginning, he has to cover that, and he's going to stick to his word, which is good. Sometimes this is the point when you would lose a contractor who is not that reputable, not that good, because they are going to just say, no, well, it cost me more than I anticipated, so I have to pass that cost on you. Too bad. I don't care if it's in the contract. Your option is we do it my way or I quit. In which case, you pretty much should tell him, I quit. Go ahead and quit and replace him if you have that option. Because you never want the contractors to have power over you. It's your project, your budget. You should have set the contract from the beginning. So even though I'm giving him leeway, he's still within my box that I placed him in from the beginning. He has color samples, he has pictures, so I tell him, find whatever you think looks the closest to what I'm asking in the price range that we originally quoted, and then he will send me samples and I will either approve or deny them. So it makes him feel like he has the room to work and do what he needs to do, and yet I'm able to still control the project and end it my way, on my terms, under my budget, so we don't go crazy. For this particular project, we're about $5,000 over budget, so hard to say, but yeah, Hesperia.
Okay, you're there now?
Yeah, I'm up here right now, yep. All right, thanks, bye. So again, like I said, we always send them pictures, and we kind of go back and forth, because if they want to, sometimes they want to have some input because they feel like this is my project now, this is my baby also, and that's fine. It shows pride in workmanship, and he wants it to come out and reflect his business correctly. So I do value his input. He does do this every single day. So we'll take what we were being asked to do, and we'll take his suggestion, and we'll either find a happy medium and agree on common ground, or we'll pick one idea or the other. We'll either say, nope, it has to be our way, or, you know what, I like your change, it's on budget, let's run with it so we don't lose delays. And that's what working with contractors are all about. You know, keep them doing what you want on your time frame, on your budget that was preset in the beginning. Just hold them to their word. But you have to remember that things will change over the course of the project. Maybe flooring gets slightly changed, or colors change. So you have to be willing to be flexible and let things happen naturally. Don't be super rigid, like it's my way or the highway. You know, give you a better relationship with your contractor in the end. And sometimes the project will even come out even better with, you know, multiple points of view, each putting in their own inputs where it needs to be. So that's kind of a quick 101 since we were on site and had him on the phone. You guys got to see us interacting with actual contractors at an actual job that is just ongoing. So hopefully you guys found some value in that.